farm on a windy, warm May day. It's about as warm as it gets in May in Wisconsin, and this is about as early as I've ever contemplated planting, which I am getting ready to do today. As you've watched, I've been working up the soil. It's a little dry, but it looks like I was able to do what I needed to with the tiller. I was able to hill a little bit. I think I'm ready. I need to go get some seed. Today, the goal is, we'll see how it goes, but the goal is to plant 2 rows of zucchini, 2 rows of summer squash, and then 2 rows of zucchini until I have those shorter rows all planted. Cyprian will help me with that because actually the summer squash are for him to harvest. And in the long rows, I'm going to seed some kale, one kale, and one of green kale. And if I have any gaps in there, I have plants in the greenhouse. That'll be my first planting. There'll be more, but this will be the early planting so that I'm able to spread out my harvest. So you have to read the directions on the back. Here's my seed. Straight neck summer squash is Cyprian's crop. Zucchini is my crop. These will be daily pick vegetables, and in the summer, if all goes well, he's going to be harvesting his while I'm harvesting mine, and we'll be able to make a delivery. So let's put down some seeds. Sound good? Maybe? Okay, we'll see how it goes. What's your favorite part of planting zucchini? Breaks. Say to your favorite part being done.
Well, my favorite part isn't being done, it's just begun.
It's just begun?
Yeah, it's break time.
Oh, okay. That works, I guess. We get a little silly in the field after being in the sun too long. These seeds are a lot smaller. The goal with the kale is to plant a whole lot more than what will actually come up. As you can see, my soil is not quite as good over here. It just doesn't have the same tilth. But my plan is to put these in and do it thickly and thin them if they come up well, and put in some of my transplants from the greenhouse if they don't come up well. Fill the gaps. We'll see how it goes, I guess. There's one more treasure in my seed box for the gap along the long line of kale, and that is some flower seed. I have here some bee feed mix, which I think I will spread along the zucchini here, the separation, the field road with the kale on the one side, the zucchini on the other. This will help to attract the pollinators and hopefully help out the zucchini. I also have a packet of beneficial insect attractant mix, and I think I'm going to spread that on the far end all along the kale until I run out, and then in the space between the bee attractant on the one hand and the beneficial insect attractant on the other, in that gap, if there is one, I'll plant my sunflowers when it gets just a little bit warmer. It's a little too early for the sunflowers, I think. But so this is going to be an experiment. Pretty much everything I do is an experiment. The pollinator attractant, I hope, will be helpful, as I said, for the zucchini. And the beneficial insect attractant along the kale, I'm hoping, helps to provide a border of protection. There's one other thing I didn't mention while I was planting the kale. I have 2 rows started, and the outer row is lacinato kale, which is really preferred by the insects. And I figure that's so the beneficial insect attractant is my first line of defense. The lacinato kale, which if needed I will spray, is my secondary defense. And then on the inside I will have my green kale, which I'm hoping I won't even have to spray at all with those 2 lines of defense. Now, how well does the beneficial insect attractant work? I'll be able to find out, because the lacinato kale will be unprotected by that on this end. And as the season progresses, I'll be able to see, well, does it make a difference? So it's 5:30. I have to spread these flower seeds and tamp them down, and then I'm done for today. It may be that tomorrow Cyprian and I come out and we string out hoses just to get the germination jump started if the storms that there was a chance may hit us end up not hitting us tonight. But planting season is underway. This is exciting. There are crops that are up, there are crops that are on the ground, and the season's underway. That's it for today. God bless. Subscribe, follow along. We're having fun here on the farm this spring, which is fast turning this summer.